Hey, YouTube family, how are you? So this is Jason here again with some more country licks. Not by choice, by request. So Hujrio, if you're watching this is for you. So I had this person who goes by the name Hujrio was watching my Quilter Superblock UK unboxing video, and he left a comment and said he asked if I would be willing to post a lesson on some chicken picking licks that I did during that video between the time frame of 1440 to 1510. And so I thought that was kind of cool, you know, kind of a cool request. I'll just lower this so you can see the guitar here. So one of the licks was just kind of a little like country rhythm thing. So it's just like a so that was one. And that's just a lick in A. Another lick was this one. So that was one lick. That was number two. And then the third lick, I don't know if I'm playing them in order, was something like this. So that was the other one. And then there was this one lick in D, I think. And then there was, I think the last one in that segment was kind of just a lot of hammer on and pull offs. It was this one, another lick in A. Something like that. So basically, again, just noodling, nothing really, prepared or rehearsed. It was just kind of just stuff. I know like a handful of licks, and I just pick from them when I play in a band, and I just try to make them fit where I can, and I get along with that. So, and then I'll connect one lick to another, and so that's kind of how I play. So that's why I don't teach, because it's just a jumbled mess of information in my head, and I don't really know how this whole thing works. But anyway, so the first lick, which is kind of just the rhythm thing, it's just basically your index finger is on the D and G strings, right, at the second fret, and then when you hit your open A, you get a nice A sounding power chord, right? So and then all I do is I pick the open A, and then I chicken pick or pluck the D and G, so it's like this. So that's all there is to that. And then this part, that's always D and G strings. So your index is always in the same spot for the first section there. And then my ring finger goes on the D string at the 4th fret. So now I have this note and this note. When you hit them together, it's a nice double stop. And then with my middle finger, I slide up on the G string, and my ring finger slides up one on the D string, and it sounds like this. So it's just there, to there, to there. See if we can kind of... So that was that lick. It was just... That's all that was. So that's lick number one. lick number 2 was, I think, this one. So that one is just open A again, and then you hammer on, what is this, 7 fret to 9 fret, so, and then back to the 7th fret on the D string. So it's A string on the 7th fret, A string on the 9th fret, and D string on the 7th fret. So if you were like a fast picker, you could kind of go, but I'm terrible at picking, so I just hammer on, and I pick once, hammer on, and then I pluck the D string, and then instead of going like moving this finger from the A string at the 7th fret to the D string at the 7th fret, I just kind of bar it. I use the tip of my finger to bar down both. So all I have to do is, so I don't have to go, like I don't have to physically move my finger from one string to the other. So I just go like this. And then you go down a full step, do the same exact thing. And then go down a half a step, do the exact same thing. And then go down from there a full step and do the exact same thing. And then just bend the A string at the 3rd fret. And then hit your A. So that's it. And you can do that on, it works on the E string. So that's all that is. And then the other one was, so this one. That's kind of cool. It sounds like you're ascending, but your hand position is really only in this A block here, like your power chord A or your bar chord A. So start here with the A again, and then you slide to here. So here, so these two notes, G and B strings, or sorry, D and G strings, and then your index goes to the 4th fret on the D string, and I use my ring finger on the 5th fret of the G string. So from here, I go here, and then just slide up. So what I do is I just pluck the open A string before I hit any of those other double stops. So I just go. So every time I double stop, I hit the A string. Alright, and then in the second part, I use my middle finger and my ring finger, and I drop down 2 strings to the G and B. So my middle finger is going to be on the 4th fret of the B string, right there, and my ring finger is going to be on the 5th fret of the G string. So together it's like that, and then again that's just a slide up. So now we have. Okay, and then you go up a full step, same finger position, full step, so from this dot on my ring finger to this dot on my ring finger. And again, it's a pluck and slide, or double pluck. And then back down to the first one on the G and B. And then back to the D and G. And then together at the 4th fret, and then together at the A position. So all together it's, whoops, sorry. And then when you add the open A string, it's just like this. So I'm just kind of hitting the A string every time. That's it. So that was that riff. So that's what, number 3, I guess? So number 4 is a D lick. And so basically you just play your D chords like normal, but you get rid of the E string note, this one. You don't need that. Right, so I'm just doing whatever that is, and I don't know if that's a 3rd or 6th or a 5th or a diminished or I don't know any of that stuff. Like I don't understand it anyway. So and then so this note right here with your index on the G string of the 2nd fret. So I guess that's what note is that? G sharp A. That's A. So A, I guess. So this note, okay. So you just walk down that G string. So look. So you go here on the A, and then down the next fret, open, and then. So yeah, you can do a bunch of stuff there. So basically it's, what I did was this. So I go down, and then your middle finger on the D string, third fret, kind of a bend, and then open G, and then back to that D, or sorry, it would be an F note, but it's on the D string, 3rd fret. And then you can go to the A string, 3rd fret, open first though, and then slide to the D. So. So again, you can do whatever you want. And then the last one is again A, and it's just an open string, hammer on, pull off, and there's no real pattern to this. I just kind of go with where my fingers go at the time. But essentially, it's again, I start at the A and I just slide up. So I bend. So I bend to the 6th fret note. So, and then this note on the B string, 2nd fret, is the same note as the 6th fret G string. Right? So I just go, I bend, and then hit that note again. So that in itself, it kind of sounds country-esque, like. Right? And then I just walk down on the G string again. Skip a fret. Down to the D string. Back to the G string. 2nd fret. And then my pick in hand, well, I just kind of play with these 2 fingers, the pick and my middle finger. So that's the first part, and then from here I just pull off, and then go to the next string, pull off, go to the next string, pull off. So I'm just pulling off on the G, I'm pulling off on the D, and then I kind of resolve on the A. I go back, like. So that would be like. So fret 2 and 4 on the D string, and then back down, open, and then fret 3 and 4 on the A string. So I go 3, 4, open on D, back down, but then instead of going to the 3, I go to the 2. And then fret 3 on E, fret 4 on E, and then A. So kind of like that, and then you can like just jump around. So instead of going down, you can just stay and do a double stop with the 2nd fret G and B strings at the 2nd fret, and then pull off, and then hammer on to the D string 4th fret. So that sounds kind of cool. And then I do that kind of lick again, right? So yeah, it's there's no specific way of doing it, but it's just all in those open string areas. So that's it. And then you can kind of combine all those licks together. Well, that's kind of what I do, you know, if I was playing in a song, maybe except for that D one, but I'd be like... Right? And then, you know, if the song went to E, I just kind of stay there. And that's how those licks would work. Or then you could throw this one in too. And you don't have to go down like... You could just go... You could use part of that lift. And go to the higher A. So it's kind of just my go-to licks because I know they work and I can kind of use them everywhere. But those are the licks. See, and that's why I don't teach, because I screw up my own licks. And then the D ones like this. Just resolve on the slide. lick. And then there's this one. So you can combine those two, and then the last one is this. Always hitting that bass note. And you could probably keep going up somehow. Yeah. So there's lots of stuff that you can unlock, but again, because I don't know my theory, I'm not sure what leads into what. So sometimes I'll try something, you know, when we're playing at a gig and it works, and then, you know, and other times I'll try something and I butcher it totally. So anyway, Julio, I hope that kind of helps. But those are the licks that I had done at 1440 and 1510 of the unboxing of the Super Block UK. And again, they were just random licks that they weren't prepared. So I'm not really sure if I do them correctly, if the fingering on them is right. I don't know, but that's how I do them, and they sound kind of country-ish, and I like it. So so that's it for me. If you have any questions, or if anybody else watching has any questions, shoot them off, and I'll do my best to answer, or I'll put up another video or whatever. But again, I'm sorry for my lack of knowledge, and but I don't claim to be a teacher or a guitar instructor. But I don't mind sharing my riffs and my licks with you. If you can use them and actually maybe make them work, and you can understand them, that's fantastic. So I'm going to sign off. You guys take care. God bless. And until next time. Ciao.